nothing in here.
I am feeling buyer's remorse just immediately, so I'm gonna...
What the hell? Oh! Pulitzer Prize winner? Hey.
I'm gonna be honest, if this one doesn't hit for me, it may...
I'd rank these books as... You guys. We are going to be looking at Little Libraries for our next 5-star read. It's been a little while. Last time I did this, I had great success. I found a book that I enjoyed. However, it was not a 5-star. So in order to increase my chances, I have changed up some things. Last time I only exchanged one book in hopes for my 5-star, and this time I have upped the ante. So while we're looking at Little Libraries, we have brought not only one book to exchange, not only two, but no, it's just two. We have 2 books to exchange in order for us to find our 5-star. The books are, this is the last one that I got while I was looking for a 5-star. This is like a 3.5, I believe. I do recommend this if you're in the mood for a thriller and you are really focused on like action, suspenseful things. That will kind of keep you on your toes. I recommend this. Next book is The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I don't know. This was, okay, dude. If you don't know, the same author who wrote this wrote The Silent Patient. I loved The Silent Patient. It was one of the first books that took me back into reading and like made me want to actually explore more books. And I was like, you know what? I love the first book so much. I don't know anything about the second. I just know that I'm gonna love it. And then I was thoroughly disappointed, mainly because the ending was just so disappointing, slightly disturbing. Let's go on our book search. Oh wait, hold on. If you could please like this video, comment a recent 5-star, tell me a TBR, anything about what your reading journey looks like. I would so appreciate it. It seriously, genuinely helps out my channel. Oh my god, I'm gonna attempt to not feel like I'm manipulating you to do things that I would like you to do, but oh my god, please help me out because YouTube gives me rewards. Anyway, since my last time in looking for Little Libraries, I have now noticed at least 3 extra Little Libraries. There are so many around my town. I live in a college town. I'm always nervous to say where I live because it's like, what if somebody just shows up at my door and threatens me because I posted on youtube.com telling people where I'm at? So I'm like, in case you're wondering, I live in the world's most boring Midwestern state, okay? You can put that together. It's not Ohio, it's the other one you're thinking of probably. Let's get going. Oh my god. So, also, I'm going to be referring to last video a lot, I think. Last video that I posted, I had 2 books that really stood out to me. I had 3 books that really stood out to me. The Glass Castle. Everyone and they mama recommended The Glass Castle. So I'm a little bit sad that I didn't pick it up because everyone has such good things to say about it. Literally yesterday, somebody commented about The Glass Castle. And this video has been posted for like 2 months. Similarly, there's another book that was at some other spot that really caught my eye, and I feel like it would end up being an actual 5-star. I forget what the book's name was, but I'll show it. And then the book that I picked up, that was like, those were my 3 interesting books. So I'm excited to see. I only have 1 hour and 30 minutes because my husband and I are going on a hot date later. There she is. I just passed her. I just realized I'm gonna have to embarrass myself doing the thumbnails. Ooh, okay, let's get out of here. By the way, I live a couple minutes away from the place where I work, and I just am hoping if you recognize me from work. No, you don't. By the way, you don't. I'm like proud of the result of the videos, but I'm not proud of the process it takes to get here. Okay, so unfortunately, this is incredibly easy as there is nothing in here. This is also, unfortunately, the place where I left The Glass Castle. But oh well, you live and you learn. Maybe I'll check it out the library. I don't have to like pick it up from the little library. It's not the only copy that exists, right? There's only just like magazines like The Official Travel Guide to Missouri. Somebody let me know if you want me to send y'all this. Children's books, of course. Nothing to be entertained here. So let's go on to the next one. But the good thing is that the book that I left here by Riley Sager also got picked up. something that I kind of want to do is I want to write a note into the books that I leave and be like, hope you enjoyed this or something. Maybe like check out my book channel. No, that's a little tacky. Maybe I'll be like, have a good day. Isn't that cute? Or is it like annoying? Who cares? So I did decide to get the piece of paper and do the thing.
This little library that I'm going to, I'm simply going based off memory. I don't know exactly where it is, so we're just gonna guess, kind of. This is unusual. Look at how it's placed. Like it's mad at me or something. Why is it so upset with me like it's facing backwards? Hello, mama.
Okay, we are opening and we see some full figured boys in here. I'll let you take a look. Looks like we got some Barbara Streisand. The City Common Sense Money Guide for Real People. Honestly, that feels a little sterile. I'm kind of looking for something more real. Becoming Sister Wives. If I was a Sister Wives watcher, this would be this would be it for me, but I'm not. The story of an unconventional marriage. This is like a funny thing to see in here. McCourt. Oh, Pulitzer Prize winner. Hey. We love our Pulitzer Prize winner. Shout out Deacon Copperhead. I don't want to see the praise from a book. I want to read the description. Oh my God, there's a note written here from 2005, 20 years ago. Nearly a decade ago, Frank McCourt became an unlikely star when at the age of 66, he burst onto the literary scene with Angela's Ashes, the Pulitzer Prize winning memoir of his childhood in Limerick, Ireland. This is a long-awaited book about his 30-year teaching career that shaped his act as a writer. Had to be real with myself, wasn't that interested, even though Pulitzer Prize winner is a huge selling point. Unfortunately. Okay. Streisand. Did this just come out too? Oh my God. I'm not even like a Barbara Streisand fan, so I feel like picking this up I don't feel like I'm qualified to pick this up, but I have to, you know? Oh, yeah, this came out in 2016. What was I thinking? Oh my God, I love a beautiful cover too. I feel like a big traitor putting this back, but I have to. Even though it's a good book, does not mean it's the book that I should be looking at. Money Guide for Real People by Citibank. Sisters by Danielle Steele. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really feel like looking at this based off of the cover. Shelter Mountain. Something about that. John Preacher Middleton is closing Jack's bar when a woman and her young son come in out of the wet night. A Marine who has seen his share of pain. Preacher knows a crisis when he sees one. The woman covered in bruises. He wants to protect them and to punish whoever did this, but he knows immediately this is more than just instinct. Paige Lassiter has stirred up emotions in this gentle giant of a man, emotions that he has never allowed himself to feel. Then Paige's ex-husband turns up in Virgin River. Some things are worth fighting for. There are too many bunks out here for me. I can't. Oh my God. I'm gonna be picking up Barbara Streisand. This Barbara Streisand book. Okay. Oh, this is so exciting. I gotta grab my book. Hold up. Oh God. Oh my God. Here we are. Yes, sir. Oh. I am feeling buyer's remorse just immediately, so I'm gonna put this back. Damn, okay. I'll be right back. Like, I don't have to make a choice if I don't want to. I just kind of feel obligated because this video is this video, to do something, but like, I don't. I could go home with nothing at the end of the day, and that would be authentic to me. How cute. I was just driving up and I saw this. I gotta go check it out. It's so adorable looking. Oh my God. They have like a mad dog. They need to learn. Okay. Whoa. Treasure Hunter. Safe Harbor. Listen to the Littlest. No.
the Holy Bible. The holiest of the Bibles. Oh my god. Okay. Quick decision. Honestly, I am judging book by covers today. So I will be dismissing myself. Okay. Onward. I would be lying if I didn't say I was getting discouraged. If I say I wasn't getting discouraged. Yeah, I've been to 3 so far, have not found success. And currently I'm out close to the library, but this is one right before we hit the library. I'm a little discouraged even more because I can see this is going to be a little bit empty. Oh, this is a free little pantry. And it's, well, that's good. Honestly, that's good that it's empty. Thank God. I am so excited. We are at the library's little free library. I'm going to be honest. If this one doesn't hit for me, it may not. So we are at the big, like the final boss of all of them. Although I'm pretty sure I'm not just going to stop here. I have to look at other ones. Let me take my books with me just to see if it's going to be worth it. This looks so different than last time I came around. People are actually using these, huh? At first glance, this is what we see, okay? All of the big books that I was so excited about have gone. Dang it. What? Haunted by 2 murders, despite them being 100 years apart. Whoa. Interesting. Oh, Ruth, what's the top like? Like children have been in here. J.K. Rowling, not really messing with lately. Yeah. Dang, dude. Children are on vacation and they are utilizing this, I think. Because last time around, as much as I was like contemplating, they at least had like options. The only thing that would be remotely interesting would be this book. This is a mystery where the plot twist is that they happen like a century apart. What the heck? And, I am down enough just to try it. I'm down enough to try a mystery. Let's see. We're going to be returning Falling by T.J. Newman for On the Street, Where You Live. There we go. Hopefully somebody enjoys this. We'll see if next time around somebody picks this one up. I have time for like 1 more, 2 if they're close. But we'll see, I guess. I'm not even kidding. I just recorded that message and I saw one right up the street. This is, okay. I'm disgusting. I'm back to being excited. I was a little like, this is ending bad. But this is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Whew. We have a thick little library here. How cute is this? Look at how little this... Okay, I was gonna say, look how little this bee is. That's such an interesting door. The Shadow House. These are all of the things we're working with. Gonna be honest, the only 2 that stand out might be like this one. There's a bee here, so it's making me like nervous. Ooh. Okay, this is one of those thrillers where it's like, a mother escaped to this idyllic town. The town may not be what it seems. The mother and her family realize they might be in greater danger than they thought, type of a thing. I like this. Okay, I like You Have a Cupcake. Ooh. Think twice. Yeah, I'm not really sold on the Shadow House thing. It feels like it's gonna be just too generic. Think Twice, a thriller. 3 years ago, sports agent Myron Bolidar gave a eulogy at the funeral of his client, renowned basketball player Greg Downing. Myron and Greg had a real history. No, this is like, I already don't like it. I like the other one more. The Queen of Misfits. I thought this looked like a young adult, like angsty book, and it is. I'm gonna switch this out for the one I just picked up, I think. That feels illegal, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Cute. Yes! Oh. there's a person around me. Oh my God. Where'd you go, Bernadette? My sister recommended me this a couple years ago. Completely forgot about it. And it feels like fate. It feels like fate to take this. Oh, I'm so happy. I genuinely, when I saw like how many books were in here, I was like, there's no way. Okay, I have to go get my other book so I can, oh my God, cool. Okay, goodbye. Oh my God. Woo! Ah, good things do happen to good people. That's crazy. So it's been a few weeks, even though it's been like a couple of seconds for you, since I have updated what I have picked up from the Little Free Libraries. We are in my bedroom. Hope that's not too intimate for you. I didn't even run it by my husband. Oh my God. For literally just going on the streets, in boxes, and picking up books, this was such a good experience for me. Oh my goodness. I just went in boxes and picked these up, and then all of a sudden, wow, I gained some phenomenal stories. I love that idea. Like, regardless of how they rank, the fact that I found these two, I'm so appreciative of from just going on the street. We have Where'd You Go, Bernadette by Maria Semple. This was such a good book. It is a literary fiction based on essentially the disappearance of Bernadette Fox. This is told from the perspective of her 15-year-old daughter, who is smarter than your regular 15-year-old. I love the way that this is told. It's told kind of through documents of people talking about Bernadette as opposed to from Bernadette's perspective. So we find out that Bernadette is a wealthy, she's wealthy. She's financially stable in a big way. She goes missing seemingly out of nowhere. Previous to her going missing, we find out that she is, like I mentioned, wealthy. She's married to her husband named Elgin. She's a 15-year-old. She is a little bit of a recluse, but so incredibly quirky and interesting. She had a really thriving big career like 2 decades ago before she went missing, and then she moved. Her and her husband moved to Washington. They used to live in California, where she was a really big architect. And then what she refers to as the big bad thing happened, kind of altering her for a long time. And so you're in the book, you're waiting to find out what the big bad thing is, and then also why she went missing and what the heck happened. I'm going to get more into the details when I talk about what makes my taste, and then if these books both met what was in my taste. Okay. Then we have The Shadow House by Anna Downs. Honestly, this book was kind of what I expected just off of the cover. You know, it's like a typical thriller cover, vibrant font with kind of an ominous background like her. Well, okay. Her teenage son is going through a very hard, angsty phase because they've moved around a lot. And the reason that they've moved around a lot is it sounds like she has had a lot of bad experiences with the men that she gets entangled with. So it feels as though at the beginning she's moving around because she's felt unsafe in the places that she's been. Their family ends up in this eco village, which is like, what the heck is an eco village? Essentially, she ends up in this community where in order to live in the community, in the house that the eco village is in, you just have to pay rent, pull your weight around the eco village, and live sustainably. Things are going well in the beginning, and then you realize like some creepy things are happening, and you're wondering, is it due to her past, because her past seems to be really sketchy and she seems to be not willing to talk about it, or is it due to this eco village and these neighbors? Because the neighbors are interesting and weird characters, but we're trying to figure out, is it her or is it the eco village? Before I give out the ranking out of 5, I want to talk about what I look for in books and if they measured up to all of them. Things I look for in books are grief, humor, if they're introspective, thrilling, and if they have social commentary. As this relates to grief, this was very heavy on grief, especially as it relates to kind of life's transitions in terms of grief. Her daughter potentially was going through a change to her school. Her life is deeply impacted by what happened to her career, which is also kind of a stage of grief to the identity, grief to moving to a new place after something devastating has happened to you. Very heavy on grief. This, honestly, when it comes to thrillers, you're not really expecting anything incredibly emotionally touching or in depth. Not too much grief. Humor, oh my goodness, This was incredibly humorous. I loved it. If you are somebody that likes to giggle like out loud when reading a book, this was ridiculous in a way that I really appreciated. And then this, yeah, I don't feel like there was like a lot of jokes made in this, but at the same time, it is a thriller focused on getting you to question things and be a little bit scared. Okay, then introspection, deeply introspective, also introspective, but this was introspective in the way that it was like, I'm feeling fearful. Why am I feeling fearful? Oh my goodness, I see this one thing happening within the neighborhood. Is it happening within the neighborhood? Is it happening within me? Am I in danger? What is danger? This was deeply introspective, but it takes a while to get deeply introspective in a way that like reflects on the characters and how they need to grow. But I liked it. It was a slow burn of introspection. Thrilling. This is a thriller. This was thrilling, like decently thrilling. I will say, because I started it on physical and then read it on audio, it was a lot more thrilling on audio than I feel like it was through physical. If I simply just read this through physical, I think I might have DNF'd it for real. There's something about it that I just was like, I need to switch this or else I might not finish. This was set in Australia, and I feel like having the Australian accent really set the tone for what it needed to be versus my head voice really didn't match. This was thrilling as well. It kept me on my toes. Honestly, the pace kind of died a little bit towards like the last couple pages. Social commentary. This one had deep social commentary as it related to like wealth and kind of social hierarchy. And then this one had social commentary as it related to, you know, her being a single mother specific struggles. Not quite as hard hitting as this one. Okay, so let's rank these books starting with the less. Ooh. Shadow House, I'm gonna give a 3.5 out of 5 because it kept me enthralled enough. I liked it enough, but I don't think that I would reread it, but I appreciated the experience for what it was. I compare 3s to like fast food. Like, you get what you need out of them, and they're like not a regrettable experience, but you're lacking a little bit of the substance that you would get with like a 4 or 5. And then we have For Vertigo Bernadette. I give this a 4 out of 5. I thought it was so good. I thought it was so fun. I will just say the pacing kind of dying at the end. I was kind of like, okay, we get it. Like, we understand what's happening now that the book can end now. And typically with a 5-star, I'm like, I'm left with the story 4 days. Yes, a 4 out of 5. And I will be keeping this book. I am going to be using this as my next pawn, I suppose, for my other Little Free Library hunting videos. I really do recommend both of these books. I thought that they were really good. For finding them in boxes, are you kidding? Let me know if you have had any good experiences recently with Little Free Libraries. Let me know what your next TBR is. Let me know what a good 5-star you've read is. I'm looking for a 5-star. Hopefully it'll be through my Little Free Library. Who knows? And I will be doing this video again because I feel like it's an outlier on my channel. Like, people have been liking this video specifically, this format, and I like them too. But let me know, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever time of day it is. I hope you have an amazing, value-filled morning, afternoon, or night, and you get to read a good book.